Imagine a world without cars. Difficult, isn't it? Yet just over a century ago, this was reality. Until one man, Henry Ford, entered the scene. Born on a warm summer day, July 30th, 1863, in the tranquil farmlands of Michigan, Ford's journey was set to be anything but ordinary. From a tender age, he showed an extraordinary fascination with machines and technology. While other children played games, young Ford was consumed with understanding the inner workings of machinery. The cogs, the gears, the mechanisms, they all spoke to him. This early interest, nurtured in the heart of rural America, sparked a flame that would grow into a burning passion for innovation. And as he grew, so did his vision. A vision that would forever transform not just the American landscape, but the world. In the quiet farmlands of Michigan, a visionary was being forged. 1908 marked a significant milestone in Ford's journey, the unveiling of the Model T. This wasn't just a car, it was a revolution on wheels, a beacon of change that would alter the course of history. Imagine a time when automobiles were a luxury reserved for the wealthy elite. Henry Ford dared to challenge that status quo. He envisioned a world where every American could enjoy the freedom of personal mobility. The Model T was his answer, a car designed for the masses, not the classes. But how do you make a car affordable for the average American? Ford's genius was in his approach to manufacturing. He introduced something groundbreaking, something that would forever transform the industry, the assembly line. This wasn't just a line of workers piecing together parts, it was a finely tuned machine, each worker performing a specific task over and over again. This division of labor, this mechanized ballet, allowed for efficient mass production. The result? The cost of the Model T dropped dramatically from over $800 in 1908 to just $260 by 1925. Suddenly, the automobile was no longer a luxury item, it was within reach of the average American. And the people loved it. The Model T was simple to operate, easy to repair, and it could handle the rough and often muddy roads of early 20th century America. In no time, it became a common sight, a symbol of progress and freedom. But more than that, it was a testament to Ford's belief that innovation should benefit everyone, not just the privileged few. As the Model T rolled off the assembly lines and into the hearts of Americans, it brought with it a new era. An era of independence, of exploration, and of unprecedented possibilities. The Model T, a symbol of progress and freedom, was here to stay. And so the man who put the world on wheels had brought his vision to life. But this was only the beginning. As we'll see, Ford's journey was far from over. As the Great Depression loomed, Ford took an unprecedented step. At a time when many businesses were cutting costs and laying off workers, Ford went against the grain. He realized that to keep his company afloat and his workers loyal, he needed to invest in them. And so, in the midst of the economic downturn, Ford made the bold decision to double his workers' wages. This move was not just about increased pay, it was about creating a new model of industrial capitalism that came to be known as Fordism. Fordism, named after Henry Ford himself, was based on the principle of mass production coupled with high wages for workers. Ford believed that if he paid his workers well, they would have enough money to buy the very cars they were producing. This, he reasoned, would create a cycle of consumption that would stimulate the economy. Fordism was more than just a business strategy, it was a social philosophy. By paying his workers well, Ford was lifting them out of poverty and into the middle class. He was giving them the means to pursue the American dream, to own a home and to provide for their families. This was a radical idea at the time, but one that proved to be incredibly successful. Ford's decision to raise wages was not without its critics. Many thought he was crazy. They said it was a risky move that could bankrupt his company. But Ford stood firm. He believed in his workers and in his vision for a better future. And in the end, his gamble paid off. Ford Motor Company survived the Great Depression and went on to become one of the most successful companies in the world. Fordism, a concept that not only uplifted his employees but also boosted the American economy. It was a testament to Ford's innovative thinking and his commitment to the well-being of his workers. It was, in many ways, a model for the modern American economy, one that values both productivity and the welfare of workers. And it all started with one man's vision, a vision that would change the world. When his nation called, Ford answered. As the clouds of World War II gathered over the globe, it was clear that the United States would not remain unaffected. Recognizing the urgency of the situation, Henry Ford made a decision that once again demonstrated his innovative spirit and deep sense of patriotism. Ford knew that the war would require resources on a scale never seen before. He understood that his factories, which had been so instrumental in revolutionizing the automotive industry, could play a crucial role in supporting the United States war effort. So, in a move that showed his adaptability and commitment to the cause, Ford shifted the focus of his production lines. Gone were the days of mass-producing the Model T. Instead, Ford's factories were transformed into powerhouses of military manufacturing. They began to churn out tanks, airplanes, and various other military vehicles, each one a testament to Ford's commitment to his nation. This was not a decision made lightly. It was a risky move, one that required a complete overhaul of his production processes. But Ford was not one to shy away from a challenge. He met it head-on, just as he had done so many times before. And his efforts did not go unnoticed. Ford's contribution to the war effort was significant, helping to equip the United States and its allies with the machinery they needed to fight and eventually win the war. But perhaps more importantly, Ford's decision to shift his production demonstrated a key aspect of his character. It showed that he was not just a businessman or an innovator, but also a patriot. He was willing to put the needs of his country before his own, working tirelessly to support the war effort at a time when his nation needed him the most. Ford's commitment to his nation was unwavering. It was a testament to his character, to his innovative spirit, and to his dedication to the country he loved. And it is a part of his legacy that should not be forgotten. As the years rolled by, Ford's drive for innovation remained undiminished. Even as he grew older, his spirit of invention never waned. In fact, it was during these later years that he introduced one of his most trailblazing innovations, the V8 engine. This was yet another testament to Ford's commitment to progress, a commitment that reshaped the automotive industry and, by extension, the world as we know it. But Henry Ford's legacy extends far beyond the realm of engines and automobiles. His vision of affordable transportation for all, brought to life through the Model T and the revolutionary assembly line, fundamentally altered our relationship with travel. It was Ford who democratized the automobile, transforming it from a luxury item into a necessity, accessible to the average American. His influence, however, was not limited to the automotive industry alone. His philosophy of Fordism, which espoused higher wages for workers and mass production, had far-reaching implications on the American economy and society at large. Ford's belief in the value of his workers, demonstrated by his decision to raise their wages during the Great Depression, set a precedent for fair labor practices that continues to resonate today. Moreover, Ford's contributions during World War II showcased his unwavering dedication to his country. His factories, once the birthplace of the Model T, were repurposed to produce military vehicles, aiding in the nation's war effort. This act of patriotism further solidified Ford's place in American history. In essence, Henry Ford's legacy is one of innovation, determination, and a relentless pursuit of progress. It's a legacy that has not only shaped the way we travel, but also the way we work, live, and think about progress. His story serves as a reminder of the power of a single vision to revolutionize an industry and, indeed, the world. So, as we reflect on the life and achievements of this remarkable man, it becomes clear that the spirit of Henry Ford lives on in every vehicle that rolls off an assembly line, in every worker who punches a time card, and in every journey we embark on. Henry Ford, a man whose legacy continues to drive us forward. The incredible journey of Henry Ford, a journey that forever changed the world. From his humble beginnings in a small Michigan farming town, Ford nurtured a passion for innovation that would lead him to revolutionize the auto industry. His groundbreaking Model T, made affordable by the genius of the assembly line, became a symbol of progress and freedom, forever altering the way we live and work. Fordism, his bold response to the Great Depression, improved the lives of his workers while boosting the American economy. His commitment to the nation didn't falter during World War II, shifting his factories to support the war effort. And even as he aged, he continued to innovate, introducing the V8 engine. So, as we remember the incredible journey of Henry Ford, let's take a moment to appreciate the impact he made on our world. As we remember Henry Ford, we realize the profound impact one man's vision can have on the world. If you found this video interesting, don't hesitate to hit that like button. Your support helps us bring more content like this to you. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel for more insightful dives into the lineages of famous personalities. Remember, every like, share, and subscription helps us continue our mission of revealing the hidden histories that shape our world. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.